Marcus K. Dowling, the Nashville Country Music Reporter at the Tennessean, here at night 2 of the 51st Annual Country Music Association Festival with one of the co-hosts of the event, Ashley McBryde. How's it going?
Good.
So, first things first, you're at a 3-album cycle of your career right now that's kind of like redefined everything. So talk to me about the things that have become constants that weren't constants 3 records ago.
Oh, wow. I think maybe leaning in, the band and I leaning in to each other. When you're in times of like frustration and you're not sure what your next move is, we've told each other to we've literally held our hands like this and said, put our blinders on, let's lean into what we know to be true. And I think in the first couple of records, you're still looking at outside sources for more validation. And now we're trusting that the things that we've done, what we know, is what we know. So now we can just look internally, lean into each other, and what we do is what we do. Now we can just trust it.
So I want to talk about you being a host. The first thing that I noticed last night is that you said, howdy.
Yes.
Which, I don't know if everybody else got it, but there's a mini pearl thing there.
Thank
that
you.
Was beautiful. So talk to me about the value of getting to be a host in this genre at this time of your career.
I am so excited to do this, and I love doing it with Jelly. When they said, you're going to have to open the show on your own, and you're going to have to rile the crowd up. And I thought, I don't have any idea what I'm going to do, so I gave him the old mini pearl. Because as a member of the Grand Ole Opry, I think you should represent other members of the Grand Ole Opry. And when the crowd responded the way they responded to howdy, I was like, oh, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. It's nerve-wracking, but they really make it impossible for you to mess it up.
Right.
Everybody makes things run so smoothly. And I think I enjoy performing so much, and I love theater so much. So getting to do a co-host thing, I kind of get to fill that bucket up a little bit too. Not that I'm going to deliver some musical number or any choreography, because I won't. No one wants to see me dance. If I'm dancing, pour me in the truck. But being able to do this and be creative with Jelly has filled that other bucket that maybe had gotten a little low for a little while.
Absolutely. So there's a thing about country music right now, and literally in the last 8 months I've noticed it. Mm-hmm. We've gone from writing songs about families to being a family. And if you could talk to me about the idea that you hosting this event is not as much about all of the social demographics, this and that and the third, it's the fact that you represent a level of understanding what family means and creating that in this broad space and pulling everybody in. Talk to me about that.
I think country music has always been good at bringing people together. We haven't always been really great at bringing everyone together, and we've been really good at bringing this together and bringing that together, making it happen in one place. I think now as a genre, we're really putting our arms around each other, and as artists we're doing that, and that has to be where it's coming from and how it's ending up in our audiences, is because there's Jelly, there's me, there's Miranda, there's Shabuzi, and we all look at each other and we can't wait to make music with one another. I think that's got to be it. It's not that we're all like dead set on being more inclusive in this way and that way. It's just naturally just not being jerks and appreciating each other's music, and I think you can see that happening from our music in our audiences.
Exactly. So final question about just the nature of this event moving forward. Talk to me about artists that are coming up right now who think that this is their moment. They know that there's a part of what you do organically as an artist that they have to try to mimic. And it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Moving forward to be able to assert themselves as a star or having success in the genre. Talk to me about that.
I think when you say that, I think about Reba and how I've never seen a bad photo of her. So when I was in rooms where I could see Reba was interacting with people, she always knows where the lens is. And I knew I had to get better at that. There's a feeling you have as a new up-and-coming artist where it's the, oh shucks, I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah.
And somebody did me a great favor a few years ago and said, you're done with the oh shucks part of your career. You need to remember that when you're standing on a stage with some of us, it's because you're one of us. You wouldn't be standing on a stage you didn't deserve to stand on. So as we are young and up-and-coming artists, and you should have your aw shucks, I'm happy to be here feeling. Don't forget to take up space. You're here because we want you here, all of us. And if you're on stage with one of us, it's because you're one of us.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. It's been Marcus K. Dowling, the Nashville Country Music Reporter here at the Tennessean, at the second night of CMA Fest, the 51st Annual, with one of the co-hosts, Ashley McBryde.